Hello, welcome to video number 2 of the FTl Guideline workshop. Thank you for looking in. I really hope you took the time and looked over the PPs and wrote down your thoughts. So how do you think you did? Did you read the conditions? This race is a $100,000 stakes race. It is a 7 furlong turf sprint. The conditions tell us that this race is for 3-year-old fillies, eligible for the New York Stallion Series. Looking quickly at the entries, right as rain, every horse is a 3-year-old filly. The morning line favorite is horse number 5 at 1.8 to 1. Now let's start going horse to horse. If you see something you might have missed, just pause the video and rewind. After horse 13, I will give you a stop message. This would be a good time to review after the stop message. I'll be showing my readouts and the result charts. So take your time and see how well FTl guidelines work. Okay, let's get down to it. Let's start. Here is horse number 1. She has no turf sprint or turf races. She has no comparable races at today's distance and surface. So horse number 1 is a non-contender. Horse number 2, she also has no turf sprint or turf races. She has no comparable races at today's distance and surface. She is a non-contender. Horse number 3, she has no turf sprint or turf races. She has no comparable races at today's distance and surface. She has a morning line of 20 to 1. She is a non-contender. Horse number 4 is scratched. Horse number 5 is the morning line favorite. She is a true win contender. She just ran a plus race 29 days ago, right on today's distance and surface. She has turf experience, both routing and sprinting. Horse number 6, she has no turf sprint or any turf races shown. She has no comparable races at today's distance and surface. She is a non-contender. Horse number 7, she did run an even race 29 days ago, right here at Belmont at 7 furlongs at today's surface. She never was out of the race positionally, and she did beat half the field. However, she never made a move to get into contention in the race. Line 1 is unusable. It is not a plus or a plus within a 0. She made no impact on the outcome of the race. Horse number 7, therefore, is a not for win contender. I would also like to stop here. When we read the conditions, we should be aware of the age restrictions of the races in the horse's past performance. This race is restricted for 3-year-olds. Have any of today's horses run plus races against older horses? Let's get back to horse number 8. She has no turf sprint or turf races. She has no comparable races at today's distance and surface. She is a non-contender. Her last line is a plus within a 0. She did win a $100,000 stakes race in line 2, but that was on the dirt. She will probably be an early pace factor, but she is not a win contender. Horse number 9. At first glance, I would say, yeah, sure, I can use line 3. I can excuse line 1 because it was the wrong distance route. I can excuse line 2 because it was the wrong surface. I can use line 3, right? It's a usable line. It's a plus within a 0 only 58 days ago at today's distance and surface. But there is one more factor. Her morning line is 30 to 1. She's a sure early pace presence, but she is not a win contender. Horse number 10. She has a couple of things going for her. She has come back after an almost year-long layoff and shows a win against Older. She just ran a plus pace line on the turf, but at 8.5 furlongs. Is this a comparable distance? Her adjusted phase 1 readouts put her 19 lengths or points behind the favorite. Could we excuse the routes and go to line 3? Well, here's the problem with that. It's almost a year old. Line 3 is a maiden special weight race. Doc's guidelines for using maiden pace lines against winners is to use them only if it's the last line, and only if the conditions in today's race is for non-winners of 2 lifetime. I will have to mark horse number 10 in the money only for win. Horse number 11 is scratched. Horse number 12, she is solid all around. She has 3 consecutive turf sprints plus pace lines. Line 1 is a plus race, usable line because she finished 3rd. If we look closer, she also ran a plus race against Alder. Horse 13. She might be delightful, but she has no comparable races. She is off 156 days, and her morning line is 20 to 1. She is a non-contender. Okay, I will stop here, and my readouts and result charts and my final analysis of the race will be in part 3. Thank you, and I hope that the first 2 parts have been a good lesson.